Hello and welcome to John's Kitchen first ever YouTube video. If you're new here, which everyone is at this point, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you get a notification every time we drop a new video, which will be every Monday from now until forever. So today we're going to be making the most delicious pizza ever. It's so easy to do, just follow along with the steps and get ready to have a delicious home cooked meal. So the first step is to grab a jug filled with warm water. Then you want to add the yeast, mix it in as well as you can until it starts to dissolve, then add the salt and do the same process. You really want to try and mix it as well as you can until we can dissolve all of the yeast and all of the salt before moving on to the next step. Now we want to add the flour into a bowl, and then you want to make a well in the middle using a fork. At this point, just take the water and start adding it slowly and using your hand to whisk with the fork at the same time to slowly incorporate the flour. You want to keep doing this until you've used up all of the water in the jug. You may be wondering why the hands in the video do not match the voice. Well, that's because that's my wife Erica, who's taking care of the pizza making today. So once you've added all the water, put down the fork, and the next step you want to use your hands to start mixing and kneading the dough. It's going to be a little bit mucky this part, but don't worry about that, it's all part of the home cooking process, and besides you're going to have the sink right next to you so you can wash your hands anytime you want. After kneading the dough for about 4 to 5 minutes, the next step is to add in the olive oil. Try to use a good quality or the best quality oil that you have available because it will improve the overall flavor of the pizza. Once all the oil has been worked into the dough, the next step is to transfer the dough to the surface, and you want to continue kneading for about another 4 to 5 minutes. After kneading the dough on the surface for about 4 to 5 minutes, the next step is to rest. You might find at this point that it's become a bit sticky and a bit hard to handle, so you really need to rest the dough. Sprinkle the top with a little bit of flour, then leave to rest at room temperature for about 4 to 5 minutes. After resting, work the dough on the surface for another 3 to 4 minutes. Next step is to cut the dough into 2 equal portions, roll it into a nice round shape. If it's not even, don't worry about that because you can adjust the size afterwards. Now it's time to preheat your oven. For us, we're going for 250 degrees, which is 482 degrees Fahrenheit. You want to preheat your oven for at least 45 minutes, but to be honest, the longer the better. After forming the 2 dough balls, the next step is to grab a large bowl. At this point, you want to fill the bowl with 2 large tablespoons of olive oil, then place 1 piece of the dough inside. You want to cover the dough well with the olive oil. Also make sure that you grease the sides of the bowl well with the oil. Once the dough has been well greased, the next step is to place some cling film over the top of the bowl, then leave it to rest at room temperature for 2 hours. While the dough is resting, the next step is to make the tomato sauce. So first you want to grab some good quality tomato passata, add salt, oregano, and then olive oil, and mix well. The equipment that you're going to need for the next step, which is stretching then baking the pizza, is 2 sheets of baking paper, some flour, and a rolling pin. After 2 hours, it's time to remove the dough from the bowl, place it onto your work surface or chopping board, whichever you prefer, and then it's time to start stretching the pizza. Use your fingers to push down the pizza, make it as flat as you can, and then start working your way around the pizza, gently pulling and stretching as you go. If you don't feel comfortable opening the pizza by hand, feel free to use a rolling pin. You won't be able to control the shape so much, but honestly, it doesn't matter, as long as you're happy with the end result. There's a few different ways to roll out a pizza. For us, we're showing you this way, which in our opinion is probably the easiest way. You don't really worry about the shape of the pizza, whether it's going to be round or square or rectangle. Honestly, if it's your first time, just have fun and enjoy the process. Once you're happy with the shape and size of the pizza, now it's time to use your rolling pin to roll it up as if you're making a cigar. Once it's all been rolled, lift it from the surface, place down your 2 sheets of baking paper, lightly flour, then use the rolling pin to unravel the dough. For our pizza, the ingredients that we've chosen to use is nduja, which is a spicy Italian sausage, 2 types of cheese, red Leicester and basic cheddar cheese, olive oil, and obviously the tomato sauce. For the assembly of the pizza, we're going to add 3 large tablespoons of tomato sauce. Try not to go any more than 3, otherwise it will make the pizza base a bit too heavy and also make your pizza soggy. Then we're going to add the cheese, sprinkle it nice and evenly over the top, followed by the nduja, and then the rest of the ingredients. Remember to have fun when choosing your toppings for your pizza. We've chosen these toppings because we obviously are a fan of them, but for you, choose whatever you want. You can go with some salami, some pepperoni, or pancetta, or different types of cheese, blue cheese, whatever you want. Make it interesting and have fun with it. Now it's time to transfer your pizza onto our oven tray. I would recommend asking someone to give you a hand at this point, just to make sure that you don't burn yourself. Remember, safety first. Then you want to place your pizza into the middle of the oven. Once your pizza's in the oven, it should take about 10 minutes to cook, so halfway through, which is 5 minutes, open the oven just to have a look and see how it's going. For finishing the pizza, we decided to add a final topping of some sliced Parma ham and some freshly torn basil. Now it's time to cut the pizza into as many pieces as you want and enjoy with the family or by yourself. Also, a quick note, after you've made the dough, you do not have to make the pizza straight away. You can leave the dough inside of the fridge for up to 3 days and still have amazing results. It did not take me too long to absolutely destroy this pizza. I think within 8 minutes, maybe even like 7.5 minutes, it was completely gone and in my belly. And let me tell you, it was good, like so good. Now it's time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. Take the pizza and just eat and enjoy. Don't worry about the excess calories you're consuming. It's all good food at the end of the day. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. We've done it, guys. Our first video is complete. Remember to hit that subscribe button and we hope to see you back here again next Monday.